around a concept called Enneagrams. It's like a Myers-Briggs, but I find it to be so much better. So Enneagrams, like I can look around the room, if they're in my team, I can tell you they're Enneagrams. Communication is an art that is not monotonous. So the way I communicate with you, for an ideal leader, will be very different than the way I communicate with her, or Zane. A great leader knows who you are, how you process, and how to get information across to you. And the way to do that is to be able to quickly pick up on people's Enneagrams. And so I have been studying that art for over a year now. It has tremendously improved my ability to build relationships. It's actually tremendously improved my marriage. Because a lot of the things that my wife and I used to fight about or argue about, but my wife and I are polar opposites. Literally polar opposites. Now, when you study Enneagrams, just so it turns out, her Enneagram is the best compatible Enneagram for me. We're actually meant to be married. But there are things that she will do, and obviously things I do, probably far more things I do, that just don't make sense. And you sit there and you're like, just do it this way. And everyone's life will be easier, right? And she thinks, just stop it. You know, I say, I want to take over the world. And she's like, how about we just take over our house first? And then we can go take over the world. Or how about we just not take over the world? And I'm like, how do you not want to take over the world? Like, why? Well, when I study her Enneagram, I come to learn that's not her trying to annoy me. Here are the metrics in which her brains work. And she does the same for me. Now, when she does those things, I'm like, oh, you're just such a 6. And I walk away. Enneagram 6, it's a type. And when I do something, she'll be like, just a friggin' 8. You know? But it's happened with my team. I actually have a rule in my company. So if I have a call with anyone on my team, they don't even know this. I have an org chart in front of me. First thing I do before the call, 5 minutes before, is I look at the Enneagram and I quickly pull my book open and I just quick glance at how they work, so that when I get on that phone call with them, I can communicate in a way that's most effective for them. So communication as a leader and being able to, I coined this little term as inspire through criticism. How do you inspire someone by criticizing them? It's been an art I've been trying to learn this year, because before it used to be, I criticize you and you better be inspired or you're fired. We've changed that mold a little bit. What's that? No, I wasn't very sarcastic. That's probably the last of my traits. You can ask anyone on my team, I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, right to the point. Which is an 8, that's what 8s do, but you gotta learn not to do that because different people receive information differently. So I'm working on my leadership skills in a big way right now. That's like my big focus.